Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Right, I think we're about live now. Welcome to live coverage of Coventry Sphinx versus Sutton Coldfield Town here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Liam Cook bringing you through the entirety of this pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands side. We have just got underway with Coventry Sphinx kicking from right to left in their traditional home strip of sky blue and white stripes with the navy shorts and socks. And the Royals in Sutton Coldfield Town, so called for their royal blue colour scheme, of course are not in that colour scheme tonight. They are in a very fluorescent lime green shirt with grey shorts and grey socks. Let's get into the starting lineups now, kicking off with Coventry Sphinx. Two enforced changes from that dramatic 2-2 draw at Sporting Council on Saturday. Patrick Zito and Finley Shark both unavailable for selection tonight. So Riley Nicholson makes his first Coventry Sphinx start since the 9th of November, way back at the game against Worcester City here at Sphinx Drive. And elsewhere in the side, Rowan Nui is also drafted in up front with Kyle Carey drifting a little deeper into midfield. Sphinx looking for an early break here through Jack Downs playing at right wing back tonight. Vasani. Which is the air from the right, but Vasani is a pretty comfortable gather for the man between the sticks, Lewis Landers, tonight for Sutton Coldfield Town. That's where for the Royals, number 2, Callum Wilson, 3, Jack Lynch, 4, Pedro Lima, number 5, Captain James Beresford, number 6, Tom Hurley, 7, Cameron Collins, 8, Fraser Doyle, number 9, Corey Burke, number 10, Ryan Edmonds, and number 11, Remy Birch. Kyle Burke collects at the back, under pressure from his brother Corey, swiftly cleared by Charlie Woods. Ambitious ball for Remy Birch down the right-hand side, cut out by Corey Burke. Jordan Hayward. Mayfield stayed on side, but it rolls past him towards Kyle Carey and hooked out on this near side by Beresford, the Royal skipper. So Coventry Sphinx with the throw-in, level with the penalty area. Less than 3 minutes in to the action at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. First of 3 consecutive home games for the Sphinx. Coleshill on Saturday and then Rugby Town on Tuesday night, next Tuesday night. Throw to the feet of Rowan Nui, into the corner he goes. Forced all the way to the touchline by Wilson. Did he take it over the line? No, he didn't. Great work on show there by Nui. And curled into the penalty area by Jordan Hayward. Comfortable gather at the near post for Landers. Landers in all orange tonight, while Coventry Sphinx's number 1 Charlie Woods is in yellow. Landers towards Corey Burke, towering header away by Fasani. Sutton Coldfield looking for the early route through. Burke waiting in the area, block made by Jamie Draper. Woodward getting stuck in there too as Sutton Coldfield look for crossing opportunity on the left wing. It's a dipping cross, dips just past Charlie Woods, but rolls into touch for the Coventry Sphinx goal kick, whipped in by Jack Lynch there. Well, Sphinx, one of just 2 matches tonight in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. It was supposed to be 3, but the encounter between Worcester City and Darlaston has been postponed. And that's actually a shame for league leaders Quorn, as I'm reliably informed that if Worcester failed to win their game tonight, then Quorn would be guaranteed a place in the playoffs. And we're not even out of February yet. That's how incredible a season they're having at the moment. And free kick given against Remy Birch on the halfway line for too much physicality mid-air with Kyle Carey. And we'll also endeavour to let you know what's going on in the Premier League tonight as well. Woodward's free kick. Asking Nui to go long, and Nui, he did get there but couldn't keep the ball within the confines of the park. He's got some speed behind him, Rowan Nui. It will be a goal kick for Sutton Coldfield. In the Premier League, a couple of early goals with Brighton taking the lead through João Pedro. 12th minute penalty, and well, I was going to say that Fulham took the lead in the first minute at Wolves through Ryan Sessegnon, but Wolves have just equalised through Gomez in the 18th minute. So it's all happening at Molineux. Goal kick from Lewis Landers straight down the centre of the park, but a quick free kick given there, as Idris was saying, he was forced down on the fringes of the centre circle. Taken quickly by Callum Woodward, out wide with Riley Nicholson. Endured an injury nightmare this season. It's great to see him back on the park. Newey. Woodward drifts into the defence, back with Charlie Woods. One swing with the boot later, and it's in the final third of Sutton Coldfield Town. Looks like a strong header away by Lima. Downs. Floated up for Kyle Carey, and Lima chests it out. In front of the William Knibbs Memorial stands, dangerously close to the area, but felt he had no choice on that far side of the field. 6 gone. It remains scoreless, but Coventry Sphinx are on the assault, whipped in towards Rowan Newey. Cushion header as far as Callum Woodward. Sends it into the corner, and Jordan Hayward gave up on that one a little prematurely as it trickles over the line. It's guided out by Callum Wilson. And that name in Coventry means a whole different thing, but Callum Wilson for Sutton Coldfield put Sutton Coldfield in front on Saturday at home to Racing Club Warwick. It didn't end in victory, however, for the Royals. 3-1 defeat against Racing Club Warwick. Just one victory in the last 5 in all competitions for Sutton Coldfield Town. Jordan Hayward heads towards the halfway line, but lopped away by the number 8 in Fraser Doyle. Corey Burke looked for the crossing opportunity, hit the back of Jamie Draper, which took the spin off the ball, allowing Charlie Woods to gather it at the near post. Downs, going long towards Kyle Carey, bounces away from Carey, and Lima ensures that no sky blue man can get to it as it goes out halfway into enemy lines on the left side for Sutton Coldfield Town. Some championship action as well. Cardiff 0, Hull 0, and Stoke 0, Middlesbrough 0. Let you know what's going on around the grounds as and when we can. Head away for Saney. Beresford, make sure that one's not coming back for a while. Bounces at the feet of Kyle Burke. Tried the diagonal ball down the left-hand side, just kept in by Callum Wilson. Plays along the right touchline, Burke can't clear his lines. Cameron Collins. Threaded ball for Ryan Edmonds. Across the face of goal. Corey Burke will keep it alive. Or will he? Barge in from behind by Riley Nicholson. Burke able to maintain possession, however. Gets it back through Jack Lynch. Lining up to get involved here, Sutton Coldfield, but barged off the ball. Kyle Carey, good strength on show on Fraser Doyle, and thumped upfield. It's a race now between Wakefield and Lima. In fact, Lima's held Wakefield back just long enough for Beresford to latch onto the loose ball, and Landers does the rest. Carey. Jack Downs, slide in by Pedro Lima, cleanly takes the ball out for a throw, level with the box on the right side. Downs primarily a central midfielder. That's with a lack of defenders tonight, has been called in as emergency cover on the right. No Finley Shark, no Joe Percy. Ryan Nicholson needed at centre-back with Patrick Zito also unavailable. Carey, did that take a deflection on the way out? No, it didn't. It was just skewed off the usually wand-like right peg of Kyle Carey. And early goal in the game at Hayden Road. AFC Rushden Diamonds have taken the lead against Hinckley. That victory at Sphinx Drive, the last time Coventry Sphinx played on their home turf, seems to have reinvigorated the Diamonds after a terrible run of form. So Landers with the goal kick following Carey's failed cross. Leaping above the rest is Newey. Volleyed on by Tom Hurley. Nicholson shields the ball and draws in the free kick. Edmonds got a bit too excited there, trying to get it back from Nicholson, and Woodward tried to take the quick free kick. I say tried to take the quick free kick. I think he was demonstrating, if anything, that Edmonds wasn't the required 10 yards. As it's connected with the Sutton Coldfield number 10's back. referee is remonstrating with the Sphinx skipper, Callum Woodward. Referee tonight, Thomas Durno. Ten minutes gone at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. No chances of note yet. It remains scoreless between the Sphinx and Sutton Coldfield. Wakefield couldn't connect with the header from that free kick, and it will trickle out. Guided by Jack Lynch, level with their own box. Now look for a route out of danger. Ill afford to give away the ball here, Sutton Coldfield. Hoofed along the touchline by Lynch. Flicked behind by Fasaini to Jamie Draper, who tried to get Sphinx on the march, but it drifts out on the deck for a throw-in. Well, not 10 yards short of the halfway line, but it was taken a lot closer by Lynch. Birch. Ambitious attempt to find Callum Wilson, racing up from the right, and it's connected with the foot of Jordan Hayward. Good control by Hayward. Now looking to get on the run, caught by the slide. He did get the piece of the ball, did Fraser Doyle, but he also clipped the heel of Jordan Hayward. Free kick to Coventry Sphinx. About 7 or 8 yards outside the box. Woodward could give it a go from here, but will probably be better suited going for the likes of Wakefield and Fasaini at the far post. With Zito out, a sizable presence has been lost for free kicks and corners. And of course, Jamie Draper, who scored at the weekend, he's going up for this one. So the real threat, you have to say, is going to be Wakefield. But towards Jack down to the far post, but it's a comfortable gather for Landers. Rolled out with Lynch. The target cut out well. Reece Nicholson, no ring rust on him. Corey Burke. Little stumble by Hayward. He's sandwiched between two Sutton Coldfield players, but gets it away to Wakefield. Heavy contact though with the first touch of Rowan New. He takes it into the area and away from the teenage forward. Landers gobbles it up. There is a potential debutant for Coventry Sphinx tonight. Teenage defender Malondo Masuku was in action for Coventry Alvis on Saturday, and we were told he made an impression. Also on the bench with the sky blue and watch, Jack Redhead, who made a triumphant return to the pitch on Saturday. He hadn't played in anger since August. Luke Shearer, who got the equalising goal in the 94th minute, as well as the returning Alex Slock and Damo Kelly. Hayward. Going to dink it through past the number 6 in Tom Hurley, but it's cut out, and now it's with Callum Wilson down the right. Hurley to his right, tried to take on Kyle Burke one-on-one. He's not been defeated just yet. Driven to the right, and Woods called for it, and Woods claimed it. Bouncing off the turf into the former Quorn goalkeeper's hands. Woods. Kyle Burke, it's a battle of the Burkes tonight. His brother Corey up front, Woodward. Chip pass for Kyle Carey. Flag stays down despite the protest. Carey cutting in, still Kyle Carey, ready to strike it! This is past the far post. The sell-up was perfect. There's a little too much fizz on it as it whistled past the woodwork. Of the Sutton Coldfield substitutes as well, including former Coventry Sphinx man Alex Tompkinson. He's wearing the number 12 shirt tonight, along with Archie Hill, Luke McGinnell, Jack Storer and Aris Christoforou. Landers replacing James Wren between the 6 tonight in one of 3 changes. Hurley and Birch also drafted in. Storer and Christoforou dropping to the bench. Leaping up to meet the header was Riley Nicholson. The final touch seems to have come off Corey Burke, who has landed in a heap, clutching his head. I'm glad to say that Corey is okay. But the free kick has been given in favour of Sutton Coldfield by Mr. Durno. Jack Lynch ready to provide for Sutton Coldfield Town. In fact, no, Lynch is going to leave it. It's going to be, I think it's Tom Hurley who's going to be whipping it in. Towards Lima. Woodward didn't get the power behind the header there, but it's drilled into relative safety by Wakefield. Remy Birch. The battle of the number 11s here. It's Birch who races through the centre circle, but it's pass aimed towards Ryan Edmonds. It's cut out, and now Kyle Carey avoids the slide challenge, but the challenge takes the ball into the path of the defender, Tom Hurley. And cleared on this near side for a Coventry Sphinx throw-in. Real opportunity from the throw, and Hayward's going to take responsibility for it. Who's going to help Hayward? It's Kyle Carey. Little room to work with, but that never bothers him. Dinked past Remy Birch, but the pass to Brony was too powerful, bounced out off the teenager's sternum. And it will be a throw-in in their own backyard to Sutton Coldfield Town, which Callum Wilson will take. From the hands of Wilson. Collins. Draper up for it. Head like lead there from Wilson, but turned away by Callum Woodward. Diving header by Lima. End-to-end stuff at the moment. No one wants the ball. Wilson. It's a high one towards Ryan Edmonds. Edmonds will be second best to it. Corey Burke. It's like Kyle Burke, I should say. Couldn't get out for Coventry Sphinx and out for the throw-in. Just down line from the Sphinx area on the right side. Wilson with ball in hand. Collins back to Wilson. And Fraser Doyle asking far too much of Cameron Collins there, playing it straight over the back line, but bouncing into touch unhelped. 17 minutes gone at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Kyle Carey with the only real opportunity of the match so far. Don't forget to join us again on Saturday. We're back at the Drive, and we're live, of course, with commentary of Coventry Sphinx versus Coleshill Town. That one kicking off at 3 o'clock. Usual ticket price to apply: £10 for adults, £7 for concessions. Under 15s, just £3. Lima meeting the goal kick. His header collected at the back by Jack Downs. Wakefield the target, shoving the shoulder of Pedro Lima. Took Lima out of the equation, and no choice for Fraser Doyle but to see it out for a corner kick, with Wakefield lurking menacingly behind him. Callum Woodward will take responsibility for the corner. Corey Burke and Ryan Edmonds staying up for Sutton Coldfield. Roddy Nicholson and Jordan Hayward staying back for the Sphinx. And that means that Jamie Draper is in there looking for his second goal in 2 games. Dare we dream? It's towards Wakefield, brings it down, but plenty of green in front of him. Tries to pull it across and cleared by Remy Birch. Deflected out, I believe, off Jamie Draper. And a goal kick will follow. Congested penalty area, nowhere to move for the Sphinx. By Landers. Burke's header onto the head of Wilson. Burke again, game ahead, tennis ensues in the centre of the park. It's ended by Callum Woodward. Volleyed on by Lima. Headed away again by Draper, and again by Doyle, and again by Burke. Again Woodward is there to mop it up for the Sphinx. Fasani. Through ball 10 for Harry Wakefield. Out comes Landers, drills it across the deck, only as far as Fasani. Landers retreats, and I'm not entirely sure who Callum Woodward was looking for on the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple gather for Jack Lynch, and Lynch I had pretty much the same idea with his ball. It's straight over Corey Burke to his brother Kyle. Here's Kyle Carey, just a pirouette away from Beresford. Cut out the crucial moment by Callum Wilson. It was just rolling behind Harry Wakefield. Birch. Hurley. Now Jack Lynch is better from Sutton Coldfield. Good free-flowing move. Ryan Edmonds. Loose pass collected at centre-back by Beresford. To Remy Birch. Along the deck to the right-hand side of the penalty area. It's Burke on Burke again. And Kyle's got the better of his brother. Or has he? He's trapped in the corner and blasts it out of Corey for a Coventry Sphinx throw. And Sutton Coldfield urged to box Sphinx in. Sphinx are going long with Draper, and it's straight out. Did it even enter? I think Sphinx are going to have another chance here. The ball didn't enter the field of play from Jamie Draper. So Draper's going to give it another go. This time it's been in the air by Jordan Hayward. Doyle intercepts mid-air, and flying mid-air over Kyle Carey was Cameron Collins, landing on Carey's back. Free kick for Coventry Sphinx. Halfway into their own turf, and Woodward wants to take it quickly. He's looking to the left-hand side for Jordan Hayward. Wilson gets there first and tries to edge it into touch, but Hayward had other ideas. Knocks it out for the corner off the feet of Callum Wilson. Good ingenuity from Jordan Hayward. Just about to get halfway through the first half. Here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena, still scoreless. Sphinx with the only real chance of the game. Callum Woodward standing over the ball on the left side. It's headed across the box by Hurley. Sphinx looking for a route back in, and they'll get the throw in as Rowan Nui looks to return to sender from the right. Block eventually made by Cameron Collins. It's going to be Jack Downs with his Aaron Gunnarsson impression. In fact, no, he's going to take it short to Kyle Carey. To trick his way through, it's Carey towards that far post, and Rowan Nui agonisingly wide. Just the wrong side of the post. He's not known for his aerial ability, young Rowan. But that was not a bad attempt whatsoever, and Kyle Carey ducking and diving inside and out. Great cross to the far post. Sphinx drum, level with the penalty area, is trying to put Landers off, and I think it's done the trick there. Nui with the interception, with a bit of help from Jordan Hayward. Look for Harry Wakefield, but blasted out. James Beresford, no nonsense defending. If in doubt, get it out. And now Sutton Coldfield to regroup at the back. Jack Lynch and Ryan Evans making their 35th appearance each of a game-laden season for them. Joint top appearance makers. But no Owen Parry in the starting lineup tonight. His top scorer for Sutton Coldfield with 15 goals. Vasani with that slide challenge on the deck. Sets up Harry Wakefield, and Wakefield a tad ambitious from the Sphinx marksman. And didn't get the clean contact he would have liked. Landers gets ready to take the goal kick. Won't be rushed, and Crystal Palace have just taken the lead at home to Aston Villa through Sarr. So Aston Villa 1-0 down in their game at Selhurst Park as they bid for Champions League football again. From the back there by Pedro Lima, and bounces into the hands of Charlie Woods. Burke and Edmonds trying to put him off, but it's nothing that the ex-Quorn shot stopper can't handle for the Sky Blue and Whites. He's going to play it off the deck. Closed down by Edmonds. It's whipped towards the left-hand side. Glancing header on by Hayward, only as far as Beresford. Kyle Burke's header. Wilson. So done by Idris Hosseini. Wakefield will give chase. Headed clear by Beresford. Now it's with Rowan Newey. Jordan Hayward. Thinking about the cross. It's towards Wakefield. Just shaved the striker's head. And brought down by Landers. Landers follows it on. Swing and a miss by Birch. Not so for Edmonds, but again, Birch going for it and can't make contact. Deflected over to Riley Nicholson. Jack Downs striding along the right. Hosseini in support. Lovely 1-2. And Downs skips past the challenge of Lynch. Jack Downs costing on maturity. It's headed out of the far post by Callum Wilson. Well, Hayward was waiting for a second crossing chance on the left-hand side. But Wilson, if he got the call that he had space, may have took a different course of action. Captain fantastic with the corner head across his own goal by the Sutton Coldfield defender. Out with Kyle Carey and snatched from under his nose by Cameron Collins. A counter is on for Sutton Coldfield. Launched up for Burke. Cushions it down for Collins again. Corey Burke can't find the route around Riley Nicholson. Takes the ball with him in order to slow down play. And then a throw that Michael Jordan would be proud of there. Thrown for Sutton Coldfield, knocking on the Sphinx door. Cross from the left. Collins. Now with Callum Wilson. Two passes blocked by the shin, then the face of Callum Woodward, but still finds Doyle on the right-hand side. Wilson takes it over. Callum Wilson. He's got Callum Woodward all over him. Wilson's delivery straight through the penalty area and out the other side at the feet of Jack Downs at right wing back. Fires it along the right. Wakefield will give chase. Pedro Lima brings it to a safe stop just shy of the touchline. Now back with Landers. But Landers' kick is only as far as Carl Carey, and Carey lobbing it over the keeper who was going for a David Beckham Wimbledon-esque strike. Just got the measurements wrong. Landers. Edmonds asking a lot of Burke down to the left-hand side. Nicholson deals with it, but Sutton Coldfield coming back for more. Burke. Lynch. And Burke is was offside anyway, as Callum Wood wanted Sphinx to continue. In fact, I think he was losing the ball to Pedro Lima there, so it might actually be a good thing that Sphinx were not able to continue with that move. John Woodward, the Coventry Sphinx joint manager, is the Coventry Sphinx sole manager tonight, with Sean Thomas off due to work commitments. Not so for Finley Shark, he's just sunning himself in tropical climes, so big shout out to you, Finn, and Lewis Guest, our vice captain, whose season sadly has come to an end, but guess the absolute treasure around the club. We love to see him around the place. I'm sure he'll be back on Saturday. Jordan Hayward again letting fly from range. Sphinx not afraid to have a high risk chance. Again, it's not one that's successful. .14 minutes of normal time to go. We will be going off there at half-time for a 10-minute drinks break, so get yourself a glass of something cold or something hot and get back here for 9:15 for the conclusion of tonight's game. Newey's header. Flicked over Fraser Doyle by Kyle Carey. You can tell he's in the mood tonight, and Rowan Newey has been left in a heap off the ball. Sphinx continue with Kyle Carey. The far post is for Saney, curls all the way out. But Newey left shaken and stirred. He got to his feet momentarily, was now crouching down. I think we're going to need some assistance here, are we? No, Newey back on his feet. I didn't see the incident there, but he seemed to be helped to the ground, shall we say. Maybe a bit of jockeying for position there. Goal from the Championship. Mark Robbins not enjoying the best of start at Stoke City. They're 1-0 down at home to an out-of-form Middlesbrough. Lynch down the left. Appeals of offside against Ryan Edmonds, and the referee has in fact given a free kick against Edmonds for a little love shove on Ronnie Nicholson. The flag didn't come to the rescue, but the whistle certainly did for Coventry Sphinx. Edmonds looking to cause some havoc on the left side of the penalty area for the Royals. Charlie Woods to knock it on for the Sphinx. There it goes, high into the night sky. Wakefield leaps up for it. Who will get to the second? It's going to be Jordan Hayward. Pivoted on the spot, but couldn't keep it away from Corey Burke. Ryan Edmonds the target, but the second's collected by Sphinx's captain Callum Woodward. Woods drifts to the right hand side, and Carey being manhandled by Lima. Referee said it's fair game. Lynch. Burke the target, but turned away by Jamie Draper. Vasani takes it on. And the offside flag was surely raised against Kyle Carey, and that's a shame because he was away, tried to dink it over the keeper and actually hit it wide. Carey less than pleased that the flag was raised, but you can clearly see from here that he was a yard offside, and there's going to be a yellow card here for Fraser Doyle of Sutton Coldfield. And the referee, as he pulled it back for a free kick for Coventry Sphinx, there may well have been an infringement in the setup. Referee trying to play advantage, and it has indeed been called back for a Sphinx ball just inside their own half. And there's been an equalising goal at Hayden Road. AFC Rushden and Diamonds 1, Hinckley LRFC 1. Woodward's delivery from the free kick. It's an awkward bounce in front of Wilson. He's just able to shield it back to his number one in Lewis Landers. Throw by Landers. Wilson takes it on. Callum Wilson striding down the right, and a late lunge in by Jordan Hayward. That will be the first booking of the night. Hayward protests, but I don't think the referee has got any option there. ball was gone. He connected with the feet. And referee brandishes the first booking of the night to Jordan Hayward in the 35th minute. For all your bingo cards out there. It's going to be Tom Hurley. Hurley with the set piece. Birch in close proximity, but it's going to go long. It's a pretty simple clearance for Jamie Draper. Birch tracks back, keeps it alive. Now Jack Lynch floats it in from the back, and Charlie Woods comes racing out and gathers it. Quick distribution from Sphinx's number one, and Waverley trying to battle his way through. Well, he got the better of Lynch, but Remy Birch was first in the seconds, as Wakefield was busy dealing with his primary opponents. Doyle, finally passed towards Edmonds. Nicholson beats him to the punch. Not the best of clearances while Charlie Woods sends it into the new terrace stand. And Coventry Sphinx have a throw in to get ready for. Doyle. Foot in by Fasani. That's with Kyle Carey. Nui making the overlap. Hayward on this near side too, and Jordan Hayward is picked out. Fasani and Wakefield make themselves available on the far side. Return to Kyle Carey. Pirouettes away from the challenge. Kyle Burke slowing things down now. Thinking of plan B. Woodward. Kyle Carey chips it over Birch. Will Hayward get there? Yes, he will. Jordan Hayward trying to cut in from the left-hand side. And diving header attempt again. Rowan Nui going in with the bonce. Bounces to the right of the teenage forward. Sphinx are having the better chances. They just need to try and take one. Seven left until half-time, still 0-0 between Coventry Sphinx and Sutton Coldfield Town. That's Landers. Burke wins that aerial duel, Downs only as far as Hurley. And now Sutton Coldfield on the break. But again, poor passing in the final third, letting them down, and Draper will try and see it out for the goal kick. Didn't quite have the legs on it, he was put under pressure by Burke. Sutton Coldfield scrambling to get on the end of it, and they've got themselves a throw. Deflected out off Jack Downs on the far side. Not allowing Coventry Sphinx to escape their own backyard. And the through ball to Lynch from Edmonds is intercepted by Nicholson, nudged there from behind. Referee says no foul. Oh, it's taken off the goalkeeper by Kyle Burke. And straight to the feet of his brother. Miscommunication costing Coventry. Corey Burke takes advantage of his brother's mistake. Burke didn't get the call to leave it. He tried to swing it clear and actually deflected it out of the hands of Charlie Woods. And Corey keeping it in the family, as he's there to knock it home on 39 minutes with really Sutton Coldfield's first chance of the entire game. Coventry Sphinx completely against the run of play, find themselves behind. Sphinx are going to have to do it the hard way. They came from behind twice on Saturday afternoon against Swadden County to get a 2-2 draw. They would have wanted a little bit more out of this game than a draw. This is the hand that Sphinx have been dealt now. They've got to make the best of it. Burke to Hayward. Woodward to Hayward. Closed down by Callum Wilson, and a storm from Hayward creates some separation for the right back. And out for the Coventry Sphinx throw in. Hayward wanted a free kick there as he sent halfway to China when the frame was given. Knocked off his stride. Harry Wakefield. It's back to Beresford and has given it to Jordan Hayward. Cross headed away by Pedro Lima, kept alive by Woodward. Kyle Carey thought about it, is now looking to the right hand side and Jack Downs, but the avenue is being cut off by Pedro Lima. Downs is fouled now and skips away from Jack Lynch, despite that little drag on the shirt there. The low cross diverted away. Now Hurley. Sutton Coldfield fancying a chance to double their money here, but they're going to play it safe. Back with Wilson. Edmonds the target, but volleyed into safety. Ronnie Nicholson on the end of it. Lima at the back for Sutton Coldfield. It's a poor pass collected by Idris Hosseini. Can the Sphinx make the most of it? Through ball towards Kyle Carey and thumped out with venom by James Beresford. Throwing taken as quickly as Sphinx possibly could. Downs. Kyle Carey. Hosseini. Through for Carey again and stung the gloves at the near post. Not entirely sure it was an attempt on goal for Kyle Carey. I think he was looking for Wakefield within the confines of the box, but it certainly tested Landers. Free to go until the break, and Coventry Sphinx will, as it stands, go into the interval behind. It's not a situation they used to find themselves in recent weeks. Headed ball by Woodward to Hayward. Wakefield making the early run, shoulder to shoulder with the Sutton Coldfield captain in Beresford. Wakefield backtracks. Woodward and Hayward quick into play. Hayward looking for Rowan Nubby. It's just cushioned away by Collins. Corey Burke. I'm not entirely sure who Burke was looking for there. Was he looking for a crossfield ball perhaps to Lynch? And it's chested straight back to the keeper by Nicholson. Charlie Woods with the clearance. Shoving the back there on Kyle Carey by Remy Birch. Referee says he saw nothing. Swung forward by Edmonds. Kyle and Corey Burke going head to head again. It's Sphinx side of the family who's got on the end of it. Swung out of the box at least by Woods, but didn't get the distance behind the clearance. Here's Hurley. Tom Hurley. Across the penalty area by Fraser Hill, but collected at the far post by Jack Downs. It's over the head of Harry Wakefield, who claims he was being held by Liam. He was probably right. But easy pickings again for the goalkeeper, Landers. He's going to waste every ounce of time that he can, dribbling it towards the near side of the penalty area, and it is now eventually picked up. And we'll get underway again when Landers feels like it. Sutton Coldfield have a lead. They want to take it into half-time. Hosseini's header. Wilson brings the defeat for Sutton Coldfield. Long ball towards the area. Burke intercepts and finds Jordan Hayward. And a late lunge in by Tom Hurley, and referee, rightly so, gets the card out. Hayward seems to have hit the back of his head. It was very similar to the yellow card that Jordan Hayward received earlier on in the game, but a tad more violent as Hayward had more speed. Oh, Hayward dusts himself off, checking himself for vertigo. perhaps whiplash. Callum Woodward trying to get Sphinx back in the game. Kills it towards that far post. It's over Wakefield and nodded clear by Lima. Vasani, oh, he swung at it, but the outstretched arm making contact with the ball, and it just shows Coventry Sphinx have had the quality, they've had the chances, they've not had the luck. And that will surely be that for the first half, and it's probably good news for me, actually, because I could do with getting my coat on. It's starting to get a little bit chilly here. That's what happens when it starts to warm during the day, you get cocky. And the referee's whistle blows and half-time begins. And Coventry Sphinx certainly had the better of the first half. It's a real surprise to see them behind, but a very unfortunate opening goal. Charlie Woods and Kyle Burke just getting their wires crossed. And Corey Burke there to pick up the pieces and put a fortunate Sutton Coldfield Town in front. Half-time score at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 1. We're going off air for the next 10 minutes here at Sphinx Drive. Big second half coming up for Coventry Sphinx. They are down by 1-0 as we kick off the second period here at Sphinx Drive. No changes from what we can see after the half-time break. So it's as you were as we get the final 45 minutes underway. Sphinx now kicking from left to right in their home strip of sky, blue and white stripes, navy shorts and navy socks. And Fasani looking for the ambitious ball lobbed into the area from midfield. But it's easy pickings, and you can already see what kind of game it's going to be in the second half in Sutton Coldfield. There is a goalkeeper, Lewis Landers, taking every second that he could before collecting the ball when Harry Wakefield encroached on his penalty area. Sutton Coldfield, who have been in a pretty barren spell of form, just 1 win in 5, slipping down to 12th place in the league. They've got an advantage, one that it seems they weren't expecting. They're going to try and make the best of it in the second half. A free kick given there as Jamie Draper receives a bit of a shove in the back in his own half of the field. And Sphinx are going to be now launching everything they can at the Sutton Coldfield backline over the next 45 minutes. The question is, what can they penetrate? Kick from Woods. Now Harry Wakefield crossing on shoots. It's a low one in towards Rowan Newey and diving onto it there. Oh, it was nearly a polar opposite there of the goal for Sutton Coldfield Town as Lewis Landers, much like his counterpart for Coventry Sphinx, Charlie Woods, losing the ball under pressure from his own defender, and Newey forcing the issue as it eventually goes out for a corner. From the resulting corner kick, it's Woodward in towards that far post for Saney. Heading behind for another corner. And Callum Woodward runs the length of the pitch to go and take another corner kick. Woodward lines it up again. Woodward, Landers came for it, got the punch as far as Cameron Collins, and Collins sliced it out on that far side. Coventry Sphinx throw in 10 yards into enemy territory. In fact, a little further up actually, looks more like close to the 20. The throw is down line with Kyle Burke. Kyle Carey whipped in from the left hand side, no one home. Landers again, waiting as long as he can before picking it up. Time wasting in the third minute of the second half. Not the game that Sphinx want to play, but it's the one that they're going to play. Sutton Coldfield have the lead. They are in control. Lewis Landers. And connects with the back there of Fraser Doyle. Head towards the net by Cameron Collins. Couldn't get the power behind it. You had to figure Sutton Coldfield get a second, they'll be parking the bus. Woods towards Newey. Neat control, challenge from behind by Remy Birch, playing a deeper role in this second half. Kyle Burke hooks it upfield. Headed on by Newey, a wrestling match between Lima and Wakefield, and it was Wakefield who got away. He was one-on-one with Lewis Landers, but the referee has given the decision against Wakefield, who looks on in bemusement. To me, it looked like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. A little duet there between the two players, but referee feeling there was more on Wakefield's side than the one was of Lima. Well, a couple of goals to tell you about during the half-time break in the Premier League. It remains 1-0 Brighton in their game at home to Bournemouth. Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 1. Villa equalising through Morgan Rogers. Fulham have taken the lead again at Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Chelsea 1 up at home to Southampton. It's a deep cross across the face of goal, and it's easy clearance actually in the end for Jamie Draper. Woodward. Along the right touchdown to the feet of Jack Lynch for Sutton Coldfield Town. Floats it into the box and unlock is opposite number 1. Charlie Wood's going to waste absolutely zero time in getting Sphinx underway. Here's Downs. And you can tell as soon as it left his boot, he was not happy with it. Ends up in a central location, collected simply by Cameron Collins. Sending Ryan Edmonds on his way down the right-hand side. Burke tries to shield it into touch. He's gone into the corner, deflected out off Burke, and that's a perfect scenario for Sutton Coldfield. They've got the corner out of it. In and Beresford with an acrobatic attempt to try and keep it in as it just rolls across the touchline heading towards the corner. That'll be a goal kick for Coventry Sphinx. 5 gone in the second half, still 0-0. Sutton Coldfield have already began to try and wind the clock down. Charlie Wood's down the centre of the park. Up for it, but it's nodded on by Fraser Doyle. Back where it came from by Burke. Awkward bounce for Callum Wilson, wrestling with it with Kyle Carey. Vasani only into the path of Wilson. Doyle avoids the slide of Woodward and finds Cameron Collins in space. Stopped in his tracks by Vasani and sending him where he came from. Great stuff by Vasani, forcing his man towards the halfway line. As the centre circle it goes with Pedro Lima. Acres of space on this near side. Lynch. Powerful cross by Lynch. Too powerful for Hurley. Just right for Cameron Collins. Sky blue wall in front of him. Has to go behind to Wilson. Caught Wilson off guard, but he's got on the end of it now. Callum Wilson. Harry Birch looking left again. It's opened a little pocket of space for him through the Sphinx back line. Still tries to go for Jack Lynch. Nui getting involved, taking Lynch's eye off the board, deflects out off the peg of Lynch for a Coventry Sphinx throw in. Midfield wants the throw from Roddy Nicholson. Nicholson's trying to oblige here. He's got enough iron to find Jack Downs. And the flag stays down against Kyle Carey. He's beaten to the punch by Beresford. Very mobile centre-back for Sutton Coldfield, but pressure from behind from Kyle Carey. Forces Beresford to slice it out on that far side. Heavy touch by Kyle Burke from the resulting throw-in. A challenge is in by Collins after another Sphinx throw-in, despite the appeals of the away side. Hayward again looking for an option. In close proximity, was going longer towards Wakefield, headed up by Wilson, and again by Doyle, but no real distance on it. He'll bring it straight down and then gift it to Jordan Hayward. Pass one challenge into the second of Wilson, clears cannons off Idris Hosseini. Wakefield battling for it now, and in with the interception is Kyle Carey. Carey crossing opportunity, covered up by Wilson, ducking and diving, still going Kyle Carey. It was a low drill into the air, turning away the near post by Beresford. Hayward. Now Rowan Nui tried to stretch and get the strike away, but it was just tugged back. Vasani pinballing through the back line, eventually brought to an end by Remy Birch, who fires it clear. Glancing header on by Edmonds. Corey Burt the target. Jamie Draper finds Callum Woodward, who thumps it back into his own back line. Sphinx reset with Nicholson. Floated left for Hayward. Just had the legs in it, but challenged from behind by Wilson takes it away from him. Collins. Ryan Edmonds gives chase. He'll be second best to it behind Jamie Draper. Burke was the target, but slightly overhit. Too powerful for Burke to reach. It will be a throw-in. Level with the penalty area, I believe, on the right side for Sutton Coldfield Town. Chelsea have just doubled their lead before half-time through Pedro Neto. 2-0 up now against Southampton. From the throw. Collins, a sea of sky blue here for Saney, bringing him back momentarily. And Cameron Collins sends it skyward. Wasting more precious seconds, but not going to make any impact on the score sheet. Ten gone in the second half. Coventry Sphinx struggling to get a foothold in this second half. They may have a chance here. The free kick given for a cheap shove from behind by Cameron Collins on Callum Woodward. Woodward takes the free kick. And it's an awkward one for Jack Lynch. Forces shepherded in to touch for the corner. Jack Downs all over him from behind. And Sphinx to another set-piece opportunity. They may have to delve into their bench sooner rather than later. The likes of Luke Shearer and Jack Redhead available. Woodward. Burke at the far post. Heard across to Kyle Carey by the defender. Woodward tried to send it straight back in, skews to the left. Was there an arm in the face there on Jack Downs? It appears there was, but Edmonds continues with the referee's blessing. Corey Burke throws it through for Callum Wilson. Appeals of a penalty, the lunge in by Riley Nicholson. Didn't make any impact on player or ball. And Wilson didn't make an impact on the net either, but Sphinx will wonder why the free kick wasn't given. Oh, there is activity on the Sphinx bench. And that looks very much to me like Luke Shearer, the hero of the Sporting Council game on Saturday, a 94th minute equaliser, and finally giving me the commentary line I've been waiting for the last few months. Not quite John Motson shouting for Alan Shearer, but it'll do. Burke flicked on by Kyle Carey for Saney. Wakefield holds up play well. Jordan Hayward closed down by Collins, but gets the ball down the left-hand side. No-nonsense stuff from Callum Wilson, sends it onto the head of a spectator. Halfway into Sutton Coldfield territory, throwing taken towards Rowan New. Little shove from behind on the corner of the penalty area. Referee says nothing doing. Wilson down the right touchline, only as far as Jordan Hayward. For Saney. First time chip towards the area. Wakefield pirouettes away from Birch. His low drive into the area, blocked by a leaping Birch. Hayward. Beresford loops it out for a throw level with the box. And it is indeed Luke Shearer getting ready, but that will have to wait for now. Hayward gets it back from Woodward from the throw. And offside appeals against Harry Wakefield, who tried to cushion it back to Jordan Hayward with the header. And it is indeed given as offside against the Sphinx marksman. Another goal in the Premier League. Justin Clivert has equalised for Bournemouth. 1-1 in that seaside derby between Brighton and Bournemouth. And Crystal Palace have taken the lead again. In fact, they've gone one better. John Philippe Mateta made it 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Now it's 3-1 through Ismaila Sarr. So Aston Villa look like they're heading to defeat in the capital. Lewis Landers. Wilson's header into Sphinx territory, sent high into the sky by Burke. Wilson again. This time finds Hurley. Lob pass by Collins. Edmonds gives chase. Ryan Edmonds, can he whip it in? And Sutton Coldfield with a second goal. Cameron Collins with the header from close range. Sphinx have had the quality, but not the luck tonight. You can argue that Coventry Sphinx have been the better team. They've played the better football. They've had the better chances. But all that counts is that the ball ends up in the back of the net. Sphinx haven't achieved it. Sutton Coldfield have. And that's what earns you points at the end of the day. Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 2. Goal for Sutton Coldfield Town, scored by number 7, Cameron Collins. It's going to take something special now for Coventry Sphinx to come back and get something from this game. There are changes afoot. Jack Redhead and Luke Shearer preparing. A free kick for too much physicality on for Saney for Coventry Sphinx, 5 yards into enemy territory. Woodward, quick free kick. Immediately headed out by Wilson. Tried to trick it away from Jordan Hayward, but the throw-in is given to Coventry Sphinx. Hayward. Wayfield tries to skip away from some robust challenges. Dragged down in the area. Referee immediately waves away protests. And Collins blocked the clearance from Pedro Lima, blocking his own player's clearance. Thankfully for Sutton Coldfield, falls back into the lap of Lewis Landers. Sphinx will want to see that one back. Landers down the centre of the park towards Edmonds, followed across his back line by Draper. Jack Downs. And oh, it looks like a sensitive area has been hit there. Downs continues, and oh, it certainly does look painful. Downs continues. He's dribbling towards the bottom corner and just wide of the bottom corner. Sphinx have got to take every chance they can at this stage. And Idris Hosseini is being withdrawn for Jack Redhead. Redhead returns, his second appearance since coming back from a long-term injury. His last appearance at Sphinx Drive all the way back in August, the very first game of the season. What impact can he make? How Sphinx need one. Coming in for Idris Hosseini, a holding midfielder for an attacking one. Jamie Draper struggling after an awkward landing there, but it's away by Woods. Carey's header. Wakefield to Jordan Hayward. Skipping down the left-hand side, blocked up by Wilson, throwing Sphinx halfway into Sutton Coldfield lines. Hayward draws it back to Carey. Opens up a little bit of space for Hayward. Pirouettes away and a lovely give and go with Callum Woodward. Tame cross, easy dealt with by Beresford. Back with Kyle Carey, trying to dance through a congested lime green back line. He couldn't do it all on his own. Not entirely sure who stopped him, but also Coldfield will care about that Carey made no further progress. Nicholson, Downs closed down from behind by Lynch, just avoids the challenge. Burke threads it through. Jordan Hayward, can he strike? Jordan Hayward to pull it back. Last ditch defending from Lima. And the sliding clearance made by Cameron Collins, score of the second goal. Wilson finishes the job. Out as far as Nicholson. Redhead. Hayward into Wakefield. Tight angle, will have to try and find a teammate. It's Kyle Carey. Sacks Beresford in the head. Redhead leaps in with a challenge and drags onto the arm of Hurley as he loses possession. Lynch curls it along the left. Burke, Nicholson urged to go home and does. Now Sphinx have a bit more time and space to utilise. Nicholson getting it back from Draper. Jack Redhead, the space out wide for Kyle Burke, but goes short to Rowan Nui. Burke. Lobs it in towards Rowan Nui. Dragged down from the shoulder. Pedro Lima, referee says no. Wakefield deflected into the hands of Landers. A second penalty appeal falling on deaf ears. 25 minutes to go. Coventry Sphinx 2-0 down. No doubt in the first half we're by far the better side. Second half they haven't quite been able to replicate that. And Sutton Coldfield with another scrappy goal have taken complete control in this game on the score sheet. Jack Downs. When did he turn into a winger? Kyle Carey. After that great run from Downs. On the volley is Callum Woodward. Didn't beat his opposite captain Beresford. And cleared upfield. Nicholson in with the shoulder block and gets the free kick out of it. Dragged down by the arm. Ryan Edmonds looking to beat Nicholson for pace. Went to ground and dragged Nicholson down with him. And Sphinx making their second change of the night. Luke Shearer incoming. I would believe that it's going to be Rowan Nui being replaced. Indeed it is. Oh, will we be shouting Shearer again tonight? Will we say the infamous celebration of his namesake? Who knows? Sphinx will hope that the answer to both questions are yes. Woodward. Carey the target, cushion header away by Hurley. Jack Lynch at left back. Sends it skyward up the field. And Charlie Woods brings it to feet. Wait for the target from the keeper. Beaten mid-air by Beresford. First to the second is Redhead. Now it's with Callum Woodward. Returns the ball to Jack Redhead. Downs is free on the right-hand side. Redhead goes forward though with Kyle Carey. Overlap being made by Downs, and here is Jack Downs now for Coventry Sphinx. Carey, Woodward. A bit too ambitious with the through ball there to Harry Wakefield, who's being edged away from the ball by Pedro Lima. And now Wakefield has to pressure Landers to pick up the ball. It's going to be the tactic of Sutton Coldfield now for the rest of the game. Every opportunity, take time away from Coventry Sphinx. Sphinx have never beaten Sutton Coldfield Town at Step 4. Defeated twice at Coles Lane. And defeated once so far at Sphinx Drive, but it looks like that's going to be 2 for 2. Wilson's throw. Straight into touch for another Sutton Coldfield ball. Headed by Edmonds, taking a touch off Kyle Burke on the way out. Just on the fringes of the penalty area, Sutton Coldfield with Callum Wilson. A famous name in this city. He looks to put his name in lights tonight with the third goal, at least a third assist. He's not going to get the chance to. Kyle Carey racing away with it. Into the path of the defender, and Sphinx have the throw in front of the home dugout. Didn't get the progress they wanted, but they've got the ball. That counts. Jordan Hayward. On with the header of Wakefield, but thumped away by Collins. Nicholson back to Woods. Sphinx need to come up with some fresh ideas here. Burke, Draper. Back to Woods. Looks right this time towards Jack Downs. Floated towards Downs' head. Left a little too early, but it falls to the feet of Luke Shearer. Shoves Birch away. Woodward. pick out Jack Downs, but flicked away by Lynch. Collins. His header punted on, and the flag stays down against Corey Burke, with the ball drilled behind Edmonds. He has gotten the end of it now in no rush. Finds Hurley. Just kept in by Jack Lynch, very close. He didn't keep it in that time. The return ball to Jack Lynch, just over the line. So 20 minutes left at Sphinx Drive. Another Sphinx change, it appears, being prepared. Is that young Damo Kelly getting ready? I think it is. Woods. Again, Sphinx losing that aerial battle. Wilson getting his head on it this time, but no one home for Sutton Coldfield Town. Down the right-hand side, it's seen as a touch by Jack Redhead. Hayward urged on with the throw towards Wakefield. Wakefield gets his head on it, chest control by Kyle Carey. The first, the seconds is a green shirt again in Fraser Doyle. Slide by Burke, but Sutton Coldfield still with a crossing opportunity from the right-hand side. Burke able to dispossess Cameron Collins and launch it out for the throw-in. It has not been a night to remember for Coventry Sphinx so far, and they're going to have to act quickly if they're to get something out of this. Brighton have taken the lead again in their game against Bournemouth. Danny Welbeck with 15 to go. And Chelsea ended the first half 3-0 up against Southampton through Levi Colwill. Throw to the feet of Edmonds. Oh, this does not look good. The Sphinx man's gone down with, looks like a hamstring problem, and I believe that's Callum Woodward. Pulled up straight away, just tried to stretch a little too far. He's back on his feet. That certainly was worrying, and he's not moving particularly freely at the moment, but you have to chop Callum Woodward's leg off to force him to leave the field when his team are in need. The throw is to Burke. Heavy return ball allows Hayward to try and create some separation from the box. Back heel to Kyle Carey, and Carey punches that one. Punts it down the right-hand side. Shearer putting the left back Lynch under pressure. Only give it away to down to a bit of help from Carey. Sphinx maintain the ball. Barge in from behind on Kyle Carey by Cameron Collins. That'll be a free kick. Right side of the centre circle for Coventry Sphinx. Quickly taken by Callum Woodward. It's behind Carey in front of Woodward and cleared by Doyle. Redhead. Sphinx's third change coming up. Nicholson. And poor touch from Jack Downs. Poor clearance from Jack Lynch. More sky than distance. And we are going to lower balls. It's floated over the fence. Sphinx given till halfway. Nicholson in the fringe of the area, it's headed into relative safety by Lima. With a bit of help from Redhead. Woodward's got it back. Woodward over the back line. Wakefield avoids the challenge. In fact, it looked like, well, Lima trying to get over the back of Harry Wakefield. Wakefield ducking. Lima sent flying there, but somehow Lima's got the free kick. I'm not entirely sure how. Away by Landers from the free kick, contentious one. Downs deflected into the sky by Lynch, and Lynch a possible high boot. Look at that, he got his foot on the ball. There's Burke, who gets on the end of it for Coventry Sphinx on the far side. Through for Hayward, tries to cut in. Wilson gets the better of him. Hayward tries to make the block on the clearance. Wilson only as far as Kyle Burke. Carey, left side of the area. Finds his way out of the Sutton Coldfield sandwich. It's behind to Jordan Hayward. Rolls it into the centre for Nicholson. Shearer backing into Lima. It's gone through the legs of Shearer and Lima. Allowing Birch to clear his lines into the centre circle. Draper. Jack Redhead. Wakefield just a pace behind it. It was a great ball in from Redhead. But racing of his line, Lewis Landers ensures that no damage is done to his net. 15 to go. Coventry Sphinx ready to make their next change, and it's actually Alex Locke who's getting ready. We did think for a moment it was going to be Damo Kelly, but they're going to bring on the attacking midfielder come striker. Carey. Plays keep away with Doyle. Redhead. He's with Jack Downs. Prevented from making inroads by Lynch on the right corner of the area. Lynch switches the play over to Burke, whose fortunate goal got Sutton Coldfield off the mark. Burke blocked up by his brother, and the offside flag raised against Cannon Wilson. And Sphinx want a yellow card for kicking the ball away, but in fairness, he's actually just kicked it straight to the goalkeeper. And here comes the next Sphinx change. Woodward off, Alex Locke on. Straight change in midfield. Sphinx's third change of the night. Locke for Woodward. Free kick from Charlie Wood, headed straight out by Wilson. Well, we're used to late drama by now. After the turn of the year at Coventry Sphinx. Let's hope there's going to be some more. Birch with the interception. Clearance along the deck only as far as Redhead. Redhead into the area, but Landers is there to pick up the pieces on the fringes of the box. Thundered down the right by Landers. Kyle Burke. This header collected, however, by Collins. Swung upfield by Hurley. Sphinx again. Back through Draper and Burke. Now Nicholson on the right side of that centre-back trio. Jack Redhead. Through the middle to Kyle Carey. Hayward's making the run. Too central and straight to the feet of Callum Wilson. A night of frustration for Coventry Sphinx. Nicholson. Sphinx try and build from the back again. Back to step one for Coventry Sphinx. Nicholson. Draper under pressure now from Burke. This is going to force emergency. And it wasn't the worst of balls towards Alex Locke. And Locke making Landers think about waiting. Going to get as close as he dared as Landers picked the ball up. Just over 10 left. And Sphinx 2-0 down at Sphinx Drive. Nicholson heads home from that launch from the back. Nicholson pulls it back for Redhead, playing in an anchoring midfield role. Draper. Trying to play it over the back line, didn't have the legs on it. Wilson's header. Jordan Hayward sent flying. Coventry Sphinx free kick halfway to Sutton Coldfield territory. Cameron Collins the culprit. First time we're on air here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. This coming Saturday, hopefully better fortunes for the Sky Blue and Whites as they host Coventry Town. Who can claim it? Carey given the go-ahead. It's a poor free kick turned away by the first man. Burke found on the halfway line for Sutton Coldfield. Looks for the through ball to Edmonds, intercepted by Jack Redhead. Locke giving Redhead the call on the right-hand side, but it's with Jack Downs, the stand-in skipper, with Woodward now off the field. Nicholson. Alex Locke. Downs was the target, but Freddie through a sea of blue and green. Pedro Lima is the man to get it away. Draper. Now Charlie Woods. Wakefield backing into Beresford. Wakefield's got his head on the ball. Bounces away from Collins. Fraser Doyle's got on the end of it for Sutton Coldfield. Now it's with Hurley. Swipe ride to Callum Wilson. Runs into a stern Kyle Burke. Wilson sent flying and Burke takes the ball with him. Kyle Carey. Crucial concert with the head of Pedro Lima, keeping it away from Luke Shearer. Lima clears despite the best efforts of Wakefield. 8 minutes to go and Damo Kelly is coming on for Coventry Sphinx next. Sutton Coldfield haven't made a single change. Wilson, right side of the Sphinx area. Bounce around like a boppo there. Eventually Sphinx come away with it. Redhead. Jack Downs. Can he float it right for Alex Locke? No, he can't. It's to the feet of Lima. Landers, poor clearance collected by Shearer. Luke Shearer. Wakefield got his head on that one. Did the defender? Yes, he did. Coventry Sphinx corner as it was sent well wide. And our Sphinx going to make the change now. Yes, they are. And it's Kyle Burke coming off. Sutton Coldfield are going to make a change next. They're going to have to wait. Redhead towards Kelly, nodded down by Draper. Jamie Draper deflected across to the right-hand side. Locke loses out to Hurley from behind. Dinked along the touchline. Downs, who got the final touch, it was Jack Downs, crowded out by Ryan Edmonds. And Downs less than enthusiastic about the referee's decision. It's a hard one to see from how close we were, so I couldn't tell you whether he was right or wrong to be aggrieved. But Cameron Collins is going to be replaced by Alex Tompkinson in a moment. We'll have to wait as Lynch plays it down the left. Hurley. Across into the area, Ryan Edmonds was looking for Collins. Gathered well by Charlie Woods. What a run this is by Hayward. Awkward ball into the area, was behind striding Fraser Doyle, I believe that was, but Remy Birch is there to pick up the pieces. Lynch hooks it left. Nicholson back to collect for Sphinx. The passing, it has to be said, throughout the second half of both teams has been abysmal. Neither side maintaining possession very well at all, but Sutton Coldfield with 2 real opportunities and 2 goals, and Jamie Draper's going to head into the book here, taking his frustrations out in that challenge. Corey Burke on the receiving end. And I think the change has been changed actually. It's Callum Wilson leaving the field now. So Callum Wilson off and Alex Tompkinson on. So the first change for Sutton Coldfield confirmed. 4 minutes to go. Sphinx are rapidly running out of time and chances. And Sutton Coldfield have the ball with the free kick from Draper's foul. And the right hand side, it's an easy header away by Redhead. Wakefield pulls it back for Jack Downs. Shearer, it came in quick, too quick. Couldn't control it on the touchline. Throw into Sutton Coldfield. Sutton Coldfield's next change coming up. And a complete waste of that move for Sutton Coldfield. I'm not entirely sure who they were looking at, but it's straight out for the goal kick. And Corey Burke is coming off. He's going to be replaced by number 16, Jack Storer. Two and a half minutes of normal time to go. It has been quite a stop-start second half. We could see a lengthy amount of injury time, but Sphinx are going to need 2 late goals. Is that too much to ask for the sky blue and white? It may be, even for them. Jack Downs. Shearer. Locke wants it played through. Locke trying to beat Lima to it, and Lima was just too quick off the marks. Draws in the foul from Locke to boot. And the referee indicating that he is going to add this time on. The physio is headed over. Pedro Lima with an issue with the left knee, it appears. Well, we're closing on the full-time scores in 3 of the Premier League games. Brighton 2, Bournemouth 1, Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 1, and Wolves 1, Fulham 2. And at half-time at Chelsea, it's Chelsea 3, Southampton 0. In the Championship, Cardiff 1, Hull City 0, and Stoke 1, Middlesbrough 3. And in the other game in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands, it's AFC Rushden Diamonds 2, Hinckley LRFC 2. Nathan Burrows has equalised in the 84th minute for the Diamonds after a Liam Reid double turned it around at Hayden Road. And a third alteration on the cards. Sutton Coldfield Town, and Pedro Lima's evening is over. And coming on for Lima is going to be... It's either going to be Archie Hill, Luke McGill or Aris Christoforou. I've yet to see the number on the board. As Lima is still on the deck, and it is going to be Luke McGinnell. Lima hobbles off the field. And on comes Luke McGinnell. We are now into added time. I would suggest there's going to be a bare minimum of 4 minutes. Landers floats over the head of the substitutes. And a cheap free kick to give away there for Coventry Sphinx. Redhead just leaving his foot extended. And tripping McGinnell. And the Sutton Coldfield man remaining down. Now we are going to get the free kick taken, as it was Ryan Edmonds, sorry, who hit the deck. Hurley. Taking short to Collins. You see Sutton Coldfield, what they're trying to do now, they're trying to go straight for the corner. And Collins has got one idea in mind. Can he get there? No, he can't. Just shrugged aside by Jordan Hayward. And Sphinx have got to get moving. 2 minutes of added time have already elapsed. Nicholson nearly caught in his own area there by Storer, but quick thinking avoids disaster. Nicholson, Hayward the target, but cut out by Edmonds in the midfield. Hayward. Tompkinson was dispossessed. Luke Shearer. There's acres of space on the right if he can find Downs, but the path was blocked. Hayward. Shearer. Jamie Draper at centre-back, all the way back to Woods. Sphinx aren't going to have enough time here. Jack Downs. To the right it goes with Locke, covered up by Lynch. Behind to Nicholson. Downs, Redhead, Nicholson. Edmonds is gasping in the centre circle. Nicholson's got the free rein of the midfield. Stuttering run from Jordan Hayward. It's behind Downs, but he tracks back to get it. Kyle Carey. Sphinx really need to get one here to put the pressure on Sutton Coldfield. It's Carey towards that near post. Wakefield took it away from him, but couldn't divert it goal bound. Goal kick to Sutton Coldfield. That surely is the last dredgings of hope gone for the Sky Blue and Whites. And Crystal Palace ended their evening with a real rarity. Eddie Nketiah scoring the 4th for Crystal Palace. And that's Nketiah's first Premier League goal for Crystal Palace. And Edmonds trying to take it around Charlie Woods there. It hit the shoulder of Charlie Woods. And ends up as a corner, but Sutton Coldfield just care about ticking the clock down now. The job is nearly done for the Royals. It could have looked even glossier. It's trapped in the corner. And Sphinx push it out. They have, but they conceded the throw-in in front of the Willie Nib stand. Birch. Launches it towards Storer, headed away by Jordan Hayward, flicked on by Carey. Here's Damo Kelly with the chest control. Turns and looks for options. And plays it through for Harry Wakefield, and Wakefield could have the opportunity here. Landers off his line, forced out wide. Wakefield had the power behind him but couldn't keep it down, and that is surely all she wrote. 5.5 minutes of added time gone. Sutton Coldfield asking the referee how long. There can't be long left now. Away by Landers. Draper beaten to the aerial punch with the seconds fall for Hayward. Flicked on with the head of Shearer. Handball claims against Beresford. Referee says shoulder. Probably right in that instance. Jordan Hayward giving everything that he can and gets the free kick. Trying to lean away from Collins, and Collins with a reckless lunge. In fact, nice because he has a throw-in. Straight out for another one from Collins. Hayward. Kelly's header over Shearer. And Remy Birch gets it away. And the referee stops the game as Nicholson is holding his head. Jack Redhead making sure that his teammate is okay to continue. And pops straight back up, wants to finish the game. His first appearance since the 9th of November. Drop ball at the feet of Jack Redhead, ahead of what will surely be the last move at Sphinx Drive. Draper to Hayward. Lackadaisical passing from Hayward. Collins thumped upfield towards Storer. Nicholson returns to sender. Headed on towards Storer again. It's safely back with Woods by Draper. Doesn't get the distance behind that clearance. Tom Hurley. Lynch dispossessed from the side. Good strength from Alex Locke. Forced into the corner. Chips it into his own area for Charlie Woods. And the referee ends the evening at Sphinx Drive. 2 scrappy goals, sealing the win for Sutton Coldfield Town. The first, a real defensive mix-up. The second, a close-range header. The Sphinx maybe lacking defensively. They still had enough quality, certainly in the first half, to get through. They were unlucky not to be in front at the break. But in the second half, they seemed to run out of ideas as Sutton Coldfield built a wall in front of their net and head home with the 3 points in the bag. Final score at Sphinx Drive, Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 2. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Not an evening to remember, unfortunately, but we're ready to go again on Saturday with the visitors Coleshill Town, 3 o'clock kickoff, same place, same time on YouTube. Do join us if you can. £10 for adults, £7 for concessions, £3 for kids. Highlights of tonight's match will be available tomorrow night on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. From everyone here at Sky Blue and White, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you again on Saturday.